So let us start with the prayer. Om Namo Arihantam
Yantanam Namo
Namo Siddhanam
Siddhanam
Namo Ayariyanam
Ayariyanam
Namo
Namo
Vasyayanam
Yanam
Namo
Namo
Loe Sauva Sahunam Eso Pancha Namukaro Sauva Pava Panatano Mangalanam Cha Sarvesim Padamam Havai Mangalam Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namah Shivaya Jai
Jai
Sachidanand
Satchidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
So before here we started our journey, and as you can see in this slide, there were total 24 sessions covering different topics. Our aim was to meet these goals in this 24 session. Today is 24th, last one. So we first 3 sessions we focused on health improvement with the purpose of sound health. Secondly, we turned to happiness, in which we discussed inner nexus, sufferings and remedies, stress management, and inner enemies. We dealt with the mind. Then next, social aspect is also very important. So we had to turn to relationships. And Dada Bhagwan has so much, so nice, so wonderful strategies to be successful in all the relations. So in these relationships, we learned adjust everywhere, avoid clashes, holistic relations of life partners, and holistic parenting. All these three are very important aspects of our happy life and live. Next, we turn to morality, in which we scrutinized values in principal religions. Our next station was spiritualism and metaphysics. In it, we saw meditation and its types, holistic prayers. There were two parts in holistic prayers. First, in which we discussed three mantra, and in next 9 diamonds. Then next was rebirth and destiny and law of retribution. So these topics were a little bit very high, and all these discussion, all these sessions are recorded and available on YouTube. Our next module was life skills, and we had good deal of discussion on holistic life skills and positive attitude. Then we turn to prosperity, because without good economic condition, things can't be proper. The way of satisfaction starts with this, and this is also one science, science of wealth, which were discussed in detail. And then in prosperity, we turn to charity and gratitude. That is secrets of prosperity. For peace, which is the sole aim of life, peace of mind, we turn to human life a crossroad, acceptance and illusion and impermanence. And today we have gathered together to have brief discussion on the main principles, main teachings of Dada Bhagwan. Let us have quick look at the particular topic, dates, and our dear associates who conducted this. So you can see we started our journey on 9 September 2023, And monthly, there were 2 classes, fortnightly 1. Our dear participant, they are very kind enough, I must say, to spare 1 hour in 15 days and to have this wonderful learning. And last class should be on 10th August. By mistake, it is 9th. 10th August. So says Dada Bhagwan. And we will discuss about summary. So this was a brief report from my side. Now let me invite to discuss shortly on each principle. We will have 4 minutes talk, 4 or 5 minutes talk. So says Dada Bhagwan. So man is the guest of nature. So previously nobody has taken this topic. So may I invite from the participant to discuss this topic. Man is guest of nature. Voluntarily, if anybody interested.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand, welcome. Shaila ma'am, welcome.
Sachidanand. Yes, man is a guest of nature has been a topic that Ganudadaji had requested the transcription of the book. So I got a nice little bird's eye view into his holistic and omniscient view of how man is a guest of nature. So with his blessings, I'm going to just share maybe just a little bit about how man is a guest of nature. Kanudadaji would say that before we even are born, that we have already selected our parents. We pick the parents that we are born to, and we have chosen it all unknowingly. And so as a being is born, that whole process is all simply an act of nature. And our entire life, when we're born as babies, we're very natural. And as our ego becomes manifested and all the outer forces feed into our ego, then we become more and more unnatural. And part of the whole aspect of our science and what we've been given and what has been shared with us by the Gnani Purush, the enlightened being, is the goal of becoming natural again and becoming one with the forces of nature. Because a human being is as much natural as nature. It's just that due to the wrong beliefs and due to our egoism, we become more and more unnatural throughout our lives because of those wrong beliefs. And so as man, as a guest of nature, the more we observe our own prakruti, our own material nature, the more we understand how nature functions and how the laws of nature also are at work to help us to be a force that is helping to nature rather than a force that is making things worse. As we all know on our planet now, we see things. I just saw yesterday the Brazil, the airplane that just literally fell from the sky. And just even watching that, it's jarring to our heart. And as Dadaji's Mahatmas, as individuals who have been given self-realization, we have the opportunity, living as a guest of nature, to be a force that actually is helping Mother Nature. Mother Nature has the job to fulfill the wishes, hopes, and dreams of 7.4 billion people on this planet. Animals and all other living forms, they don't have the capacity to have hopes and dreams and wishes. So basically, nature is catering to us, to humans. And so I think I had written a wonderful article had flowed about man is a guest of nature, and it was published in the English Akram Vignan. But that was the essence of the article, is that we have the opportunity to be a force of nature that is helping, that is non-harming, and helping nature to bring balance back to our planet. Jai Satchidanand.
Wonderful, wonderful. So nice, so lovely. Thank you very much. In the short time you covered wonderful gist of this principle, man is the guest of nature, and that is why he should remember the limitations as a guest, no? A guest, because everything for his survival is very nicely being taken care by the nature. So sometimes he has to adjust, no? So this is the second message of Dada Bhagwan, adjust everywhere. And I invite Ms. Sejal Nathu to discuss this principle. Sejal ji, over to you. Thank you.
Jai Satchidanand. Shaila Masi really encompassed the true nature of what the Dadaji's message was. And I really, I think that strings really nicely into Adjust Everywhere, considering that how she mentioned we are in a natural entity. We are not only a guest of nature, but we are a natural entity if we let things unfold as they are. And Dada Shri has shared many aphorisms that have been translated into English very nicely, also with Shaila Masi's help. And I wanted to read a few of those off to share his particular words directly from him. So aphorism 2017 says, in this day and age, there are kinds of relative personalities, prakritis, then how can it be possible to get along without adjusting? So in that sense, in this day and age that we are currently at, the only way to get through is through adjustment. And aphorism 2018, Dadaji says, it is namely staying present in relative life and living Vyevar for the one who adjusts everywhere. Many spiritual entities, many folks along the way who have become enlightened have always said, live in the present. And Dada Bhagwan has explained here that in living in the present specifically is just the one who can adjust everywhere. That can help embrace this message. And aphorism 2019 says, in the constructive policy, there is adjust everywhere. And in the destructive policy, there is the disadjustment policy. Our life is a journey of trying to be constructive and self-develop. And so in that sense, he says, you must adjust everywhere if that's the journey you're wanting to take. In aphorism 2021, Dada Bhagwan has said, taking an adjustment with each and every one, that is the ultimate of all supreme religions, dharma. Very eloquently, easily understood. That one could be researched for hours on end. But the concept of all supreme religions is just the concept of adjusting everywhere. And that can be accepted through all religions. Aphorism 2022 says, if one is capable of adjust everywhere, the liberation or moksha that is in the palm of your hands will disappear. So if you're incapable of adjusting, our main purpose of life on earth would disappear. So that in a sense shows the extreme importance and value of just these two simple words that can have a very profound impact in your life. And just to continue, just through relative science, constant is the only change, says, of a Greek philosopher, but just through concepts is that all organisms, single-celled or otherwise, they require adjustment. Even through medicine, when we went through the health aspect, on a cellular level, your body needs a homeostasis or ability to maintain a balance in its environment, regardless of the external change or regardless of the external factors that are impacted on it. So if even on a very specific small level, your cells are trying to adjust, on a larger level with this much understanding, it's very important for development of any sort. Our personality adjustment is necessary in order to move through and in order to continue growing. the message received is you have to accept whatever the universal cosmic computer delivers, and you have to do that unconditionally. And as Dada says, if you're incapable of that, your moksha would disappear through your own hands. And my personal benefit or my personal experience of this is that conflicts ultimately have come to an end with just a simple viewpoint adjustment or a concept of understanding where the other person is coming from. And relationship-wise, in order to navigate relationships and friendships and relationships in the home and those outside in your work environment, adjustment is continuously necessary for you to progress. And the biggest lesson I've taken away that can also translate to those who have had the pleasure of and the blessing of meeting Dada Bhagwan or Dadaji, and those who haven't, is simply that you can pray for the infinite strength to adjust everywhere with everyone in every moment. And that's the message that I have been able to take away from that.
So wonderful. So nice. Thanks a lot, Sejalji. Thanks a lot. So this is the Moola Mantra, the basic prescription. And next to come, if we learn how to adjust everywhere, automatically the energy will stop leaking because there will be no clashes. So avoiding clashes is most important. For that, I invite Ms. Neha Gandhi ma'am. Neha Gandhi ma'am, it's your topic now. Avoid clashes. Please unmute yourself.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand, welcome.
So avoid clashes. Generally, clashes, it means, what do we understand by that is it is just because of difference of opinion or because of the different viewpoints of others, right? It's not compulsory that whatever our mindset is there or whatever our thought process is there, that is the same of others. Generally, when there is opinion are different from each other, or viewpoints are different, even in the house we can see that two persons are not thinking at the same way, and because of that the clashes occurs, and sometimes it increases because of the hot arguments, because everybody want to prove themselves correct. I believe that I am correct, and the other person will believe that he or she is correct. And because of that, the clashes increases in the house. So, Dadaji has given few very good statement. If we will make that statement as the statement of our life, then our life will become very easy, like adjust everywhere, avoid clashes, the one who suffers is at fault. So to be in peaceful life, to have a peaceful life, to live quietly or nicely or beautifully, try to avoid clashes if possible. Dadaji has given very good example also, that if we are walking and the wall will come in between or the pillar will be there in between, what will you do? Are we going to argue with that pillar? Hey pillar, why you are in between? It is your fault. Because of you, I bang my head. Of course not. Because we were closing the eyes, the pillar was already there. It is our fault that we had not seen it. So instead of creating the arguments, instead of blaming others, let us accept sometimes, or sometimes, not sometimes, I think many times, the acceptance, or by saying yes, or by accepting the situation, the clashes can be avoided, especially in the house. Generally, between the husband and wife, the clashes takes place because of the children, their education, their behavior, and because of that, many times, and it's not compulsory that one is right and one is wrong. Husband is also right and the wife is also right, because mother has another point of view to see, and father has, as mother thinks from the heart and father thinks from the mind. So they both are correct, but even though they both are correct, the hot arguments takes place and the clashes takes place in the houses. And because of these clashes, we may earn nothing but very good things, that is hypertension, high blood pressure, the hot environment in the house, and that even though we are living together, one will look at the right and one will look at the left. So these are the outcomes of the clashes. So if it is possible, try to accept the situation. We should like accept the others viewpoints, their opinions, and we can try avoiding the clashes. This is what we believe. That's it. Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand, thank you very much. Very nice explanation. And this is the secret of happy and peaceful family. Wonderful. The next topic is the sufferer is at fault. Well, it has to do with the law of retribution. Nature is never unjust. Actually, this is very profound concept. For the first time when I read this, I was shocked. Am I suffering? And myself, how come I myself responsible for my sufferings? How can it be my fault? But it's a very deep and profound principle to understand. Because nature is always just. Whatever karmic things, karmas were done in the previous life or earlier, they remain there as a seed and now they sprout and they are giving fruits to us. So we can be compassionate. Lalabhai Patel sir explored this very deep concept to me in detail, and I learned that the sufferer is at fault. That's the fact. There can be no doubt. But this is not to apply on all those have sufferings. We can be compassionate to them, we can help them, we can guide them on our own level. This has to be used while we introspect, because whatever comes to us, it is particularly because of the seeds knowingly, unknowingly sown in the previous life. So the sufferer is at fault. He should accept it and he should resolve, oh my God, I'm suffering. So I must have committed some or the other fault. I express my remorse for that. I have a heartfelt pratikraman, and I will see that, oh God, which should give me enough strength not to repeat the same error, mistake, sin, whatever, so that I should not suffer in future. So suffering is at fault is very deep concept. Now, every day we take lunch and dinner, and 99 people have something favorite, something fondness for a particular taste. Virendra Ahluwalia ji is with us from New Delhi. We were together in Goa for 5 days spiritual workshop. So Virendra ji, didn't we observe that in ashram, in the dining hall, some people were turning to the same dish again and again because it was delicious. So that is the next topic. No fondness for a particular taste. Let us take holistic food. So this is on time invitation. May I request our associate from the participants to deal with this topic? Vinal Patel ma'am, would you like to talk about this? Nimesh ji? Hello? All right. And may
If I may,
please, please. Please, Sejal.
just to add a little bit, I have, I would say, just in professionally or industry wise, and also just daily living wise, the concept of holistic food and holistic nutrition is a big component in my life. And Dadaji has shed so much light onto the concept of a particular 9 priceless diamond, or a particular way of conducting your life, and how to ask for that type of power or Shakti regarding the infinite strength to control a temptation, or of relishing food. Now, food in itself is a nutritional aspect. It's a molecular way of providing life for us. It gives us energy. It's giving us that energy for life to continue. And now, if we consider it just as a part of a medication, or it's a way of our daily living, then we are able to balance that without saying this is good or bad. Because many times, if we're going to go back to the very particular concept, when you're sick, you need medicine, and medicine in itself is very bitter. It's not sweet at all. It doesn't have a taste that many people are fond of, but it's a necessity for you to continue surviving if you need that medicine. Similarly, if food in itself that you take that he has mentioned has to be clean, has to be should be homemade in a sense, whole nutrition, seasonal. Those aspects would help you already balance what is going in your body. And as Dadaji has explained, that there's a lot of the cosmic effect of magnetism, where things are coming to you because of your previous baggage of deeds. And similarly, the food that comes to you is based on what you had previously desired. Now, when it comes to you, that is an opportunity to be able to nullify or to make neutral of those deeds. And when you have that thought process of wanting to repeat that, or I would want to relish or regale the flavor again and again, then you have, instead of helping to nullify that experience, you are now recausing bondage again. And that's a way to keep you connected instead of having to help you discharge. That is kind of what I've taken away in my experience. Does anyone else have to follow?
Can I say something?
Please, please.
Yes, Sejal ji, we absolutely agree with you. Whatever you say, that was absolutely, it is like, experience. So in Gujarati, like in Indian culture, it is a very good saying, like food, so like me. So whatever we are eating, that makes our mind, that makes our body. So it is different kind of food, that is rajas, sattva, tamasic food, that kind of different food is there. And what kind of food we are preferring, what kind of food we are eating. So our mind, that creates our body, and that helps us out in our spiritual journey also. We can see that some people are actually very angry, those who are eating non-veg or something, that means they are very angry kind of people. Those who are eating a proper balanced diet, sattva food, that's why in ashrams and everywhere the sattvic food is given, not very spicy, not very with hot spices. So that kind of sattvic food is given to the people, so that our mind become calm, body become relaxed and healthier, and our spiritual journey becomes very easy. In Jainism also, the science of food is really very great, and they have explained everything and each and every minute things about the food. And so it is very important to take the food, and that's why only Dadaji told us to pray before taking any food, that whatever we are eating, so that should help our, not only our health, but we are eating food also for the mind and also for our emotions. So it is necessary to take homemade and the sattvic food, and that will help us out in our spiritual journey also. Jai Sachidanand.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Neha ma'am. Sejal ji, Neha ma'am, excellent extempore. And this happens when things are really deeply imbibed within. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Let me invite now Ms. Rani Krishnan to talk about Home is a Garden. Let us listen to
Jay,
Ms. Rani Krishnan. Welcome.
Jai Sachidanand.
and thank you to all the former presenters, Shaila ma'am, Sejal, Miss Neha Gandhi, and Chandrakant Angle, because actually all of your presentations very much tie into this one. Home is a garden. So first, I think it's important to understand the qualities of a garden. So one of the qualities of a garden is it's diverse, it's intentional, in the sense that there's multiple different species living in a garden. And Dadaji says that, you know, our family members are also diverse in their qualities, in their needs, in their viewpoints, everything that we've discussed earlier. That same concept applies to our family life. And the key to this, like, or the difference between a garden, let's say a farm, is that in a farm, everything is exactly the same. And Dadaji is not saying home is a farm, you know, where everything is just the same, repetitive, and a exact duplicate. In life, in any ecosystem, diversity and of expression of physical qualities. You know, in a garden, you may have something like a lemon tree. You could have a herb bush. The herb is bitter. The lemon is sour. And roses, for example, very sweet, beautiful smelling, but have thorns. So everything comes with good and bad qualities too. And that goes sort of into the next concept, which is in a garden, you must tend to it, unlike a forest where it's just totally handled by nature. Here, there is some intention behind that, some acceptance that's needed, some adjustments that needed, because everything in the garden has different qualities and has different needs to fully thrive. And so you must adjust and care for, you know, the family life that you live, and accept the differences and see value in everyone that is in your home or even in work, you know, because that can become like a family too if you spend a lot of time there. And seeing value, you know, I looked up kind of in the last 50 years, for example, many of the things that we here in the United States consider weeds, like dandelion, nettles, there's certain grains that we now consider weeds. You know, 50 years ago, we didn't consider those things bad. In fact, we ate them, we consumed them for health purposes, for diet, nutrition, especially, again, speaking from the United States, but this applies to every environment. You know, things that were consumed during extreme poverty and Great Depression, for example. Many more things were consumed, and now we determine that they are weeds and they don't have value. And so one thing about a garden is really looking at your own kind of judgments on things where we have placed judgment in the past is now coming into expression. So if you plant a seed, you know, it's not going to bloom and grow until the next season. So that goes to the cause and effect. You know, sometimes we don't even know what pops up in our gardens because we're like, I don't remember planting this. But clearly it ended up there, right? So looking at things and saying, what are the good qualities? What are the bad qualities? And not having a judgment and accepting it, that's going to keep your internal home, family life and everything peaceful. At the same time, you can also look at home and a garden within yourself. So that inner mechanism that Uncle was speaking about, you can look at your own garden. Your own weeds could be your own faults. And, you know, they always say in, you know, a lot of expressions that peace starts at home. And so that could be within your family, that could be within yourself, that could also be within your extended family and professional circles. But you can do that, cultivate growth and harmony by adopting the principles that were previously mentioned about adjust everywhere, avoid clashes, cultivate acceptance. So that was my overview. Thank you.
Thank you very much. How nice, how lovely. And you explored it very well. home is garden means it is not of harm. Family members are different. So when we got this answer to this question, ki, why are you not like me? He's not like you because he's not you. Na? Family members are different. Thank you very much, Rani ji. Very nice. Now I invite our academic research, our guru, Mr. Lalabhai Patel sir, to deal with this very profound topic, cause and effect. Lala sir, please. This is the basic concept of Dada Bhagwan.
Thank you, Chandrakant ji. Welcome everybody. Mr. Rahul Alia,
Yeah.
our guest today, and all friends and associates. And see, this topic given to me, all these are interrelated, one thing, right? Chandrakant ji has classified them very well, but they're all interwoven. All of us know it. And from holistic perspective, you need to take care of all these things, right?
Right.
Now, as he told, it's a very profound subject, karmic. And all of you must have read Bhagavad Gita. Lord Krishna says, Gahana Karmano Gati. When Lord himself says that this is very deep and profound, right? Karma की गति बहुत गुह्य है, गहन है. And so even God has accepted that this is very intricate and very deep. Nobody can claim to say that I fully comprehend the theory of karma. That means when a teacher says that is very deep, that means we have to understand. So it's a search for long, and that from accepting that God's statement, okay, we have to do that. But let us try to explore the topics in the world. Is that this fellow is capable of binding karmas. Rest of all, they are unwinding karmas. So the human being is called Ishwar. He can create his future. In Upanishad, they have also explained this very well. Right. So human being is called Ishwar. Right. Now, and it has been explained very well everywhere. Dada Bhagwan himself having a scientific outlook on all spiritual matters. What I learned from him, I'll tell you without repeating, which is our normal we understand. Karma is taken as an action. Right, Rajesh ji? Avirendra ji? Karma is taken as an action.
Right.
Right.
Generally,
Yes.
90%.
But it can be a thought also.
Huh?
Can it be a
Heart.
thought also?
Thought also, yes. But generally people understand it as a action.
Yes.
Right. So Dada Bhagwan says there are action, reaction. It is very easy to understand. But Dada said there are three stages. Before action, there is a karma. Karma, he says, it is invisible thing, and which is what you are telling. Your thought process, right? Your sankalpa, your bhava. That is the real karma. And action is the result of your bhava. So the real karma is cause, which is invisible. It takes place in one's heart. Right? That I want to do this, or I don't want to do this. I like this. I don't like this. All these things. That is the karma. And that happens in the presence of ego only. And that is why human being is having the strength of ego. They bind almost, they are number one in binding the karmas. So here the effect, and to understand this concept, he gives a very rudimentary example. That say somebody is fond of eating in restaurant. And say, I was also like that, I tell you. So long, when I got money, then I was going to different restaurants. Okay. Till then, I was very simple because I didn't have money, But when you have money, that you feel like going to a restaurant. Now, going to restaurant is considered as a karma, generally in the world, right? And when I go there for 2 years, you only eat in restaurants, what will happen? After certain age, you will develop serious problems, especially intestinal disorders, which I had, right? Then somebody who knows me, he will tell her, because you are going to restaurants, this has happened, that is you are reaping the fruit of your karma. Now, Dada Bhagwan explained this very well, that why you were going to restaurant, that is the fruit of your karma. Because in past birth, you thought that going to restaurant is very good. We must go there. And like that we speak, all of you know. So that was your decision of the past. Accordingly, your body molecular structure was created like this in this birth. And then whenever you see a good restaurant and when the supporting circumstances are there, like money, oh, okay, then you'll definitely go there. So that the action is the fruit of karma. That is what he has explained very well. That is the cause is what takes place in your heart, and generally it is in the past birth only. And then the action takes place, that is the effect rather. And the result which we see of the action, they are the result of the result. That is all karma, karma phal, and karma phal parinam. So there are 3 stages. Now he says that what can you do? This helps us in gauging the worldly relations and worldly issues also. You don't like somebody doing something. Now, if we understand this science behind it, that he cannot stop the action. Because action has come out because of his past birth sankalpa. So here he cannot do that, but he can change his sankalpa. Right? So, and the sankalp can change only with the right knowledge. Your sankalp is according to your knowledge. Knowledge may be true or untrue also. Suppose you have seen some advertisement and you feel like, oh, we think this is very good, right? That may not be true also, but see, you have been impressed upon by that information, and that creates your bhav, your sankalp, right? So then we again come to Lord Krishna. He says, karma, see, so what is the utmost important in life? He says, Jnana. Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, most important thing in life is what? Knowledge. Because your knowledge is corrupt, all your software is corrupt. And accordingly, sankalp will be there, and your charging and discharging, everything will take place on that. So the source of knowledge should be very, very authentic, right? And that will affect our journey, cause, effect, and effect of effect. Now, this comprehending this saves us from a lot of mental anguish and all the former topics, like home is a garden. Your son likes coffee and you like tea. And if you stop him taking coffee, he will take somewhere else, because the karmic effect is there that he decided in past, but the coffee is better than tea. Okay. Simple understanding. This kind of, it avoids so many conflicts, even in office, your management issues, because I was in management for a number of years, and this has helped me a lot. So you will not try to change the people's action. What they almost you can try to understanding, and that to the possible extent. And in your own case also, this will help, right? Because sometimes we are able to do and we are unable to say, we do something which we don't like. It will happen. Once you do, and then you realize, oh, I made a mistake. I don't want to say, quarrel, and I engage into a quarrel. After some time, some few minutes, you realize. So this is all, if you realize these three stages, and you know where you can, what you can do and what you can't do. Because that is the Duryodhan dilemma. Duryodhan asked the same question to Bhagavan, no? That I know the dharma, but I can't practice it. And I know the dharma, but I cannot lead.
I can't escape. I can't help.
They say Bhagwan did not reply to his question because it's so profound that he thought that I won't be able to convince Duryodhan what is the fact. Now Dada Bhagwan has made it public. Okay. So that this is the reality, that even Duryodhan cannot change his action because it's a past decision. And that is how Lord Krishna also explained Arjuna that if you don't want to fight, but you will definitely fight because it is your past decision to straighten this Kaurava people. Okay. So even if you become sannyasi for 2 days, you will again take up the weapons and you will fight. So you cannot stop at that level. You can. That is why he said karmanevadhikaraste. That is how the karma means your sankappa, that was your adhikar. There you are free to take that. Ma phaleshu kadachan. Once it has culminated into action, you can't do anything. Right? So that is how this is a very, very good thing which solves so many problems, including addictions, right? Food kind, food choices, and difference in opinion in house. Rani explained, and all these things it helps a lot. Say, to me, this is a master key, Indira Gandhi. Master key
Yeah,
to
yeah.
understand this simple science of karma. That's 3 stages of karma. And that will solve many issues. So thank you. I think that is enough.
Yeah, yeah. Wonderful, wonderful exploration. So that was Lalabhai Patel, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for this research exploration. And this is very horrible concept to understand. You explained it and you made it very easy. For positive outlook, may I invite from the participants anybody? There was one session on this positive outlook. Who would like to deal with this?
I will tell you.
Please, please.
Okay, continuing. So, understanding this, the result of understanding these principles uh, creates a positive outlook. Because, so how long you can become positive? Unless you are scientific, unless your outlook is scientific, you cannot remain positive for long. Right? If your outlook is positive, then there will be consistency. Otherwise, that will be simply an temporary manipulation, no positive thing. But once you accept this in a scientific manner, as we have been discussing this session, that automatically the positive outlook comes on its own way. I have seen, right, Neha?
Exactly.
Helps
Because
us a lot. Otherwise, it will be temporary solution, and
right.
manipulation doesn't help,
Correct. Nowadays, what we have seen is people are thinking in different way. To be positive, it means if I am in a pain, I must not say that I am in a pain. We have to accept, but that is not the way to be the positive one. Be positive, it means right now I am in pain, but I have to accept the pain. I have to take the medicine also. I have to get it cured. And after that, thinking that it has come fine, that's okay, it will go away, and the future is going to be the good one. This is the dark part, so I may get the lighter part also. So to understand positive thinking is really a science, as Lala sir said, that until and unless we understand the science, it is very difficult to understand positivity.
That's why, Nehaben, you'll see, say, we are Chandra Gandhi, some people consider as a motivational speakers. And we listen to motivational speakers also. But we must have observed that when you attend a motivational speaker, it will work for almost a week. That's all. Again, you revert back to your own style.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
That's temporary. Yes.
Conceptually, you have not comprehended the science. That is how it happens.
Right,
Right?
right.
And
Thank you very much.
as your guidance, means under your guidance, Lala sir, I have started reading Gita ji. And after reading this Gita ji, I really understood that if you want to understand what is positivity, you must read Gita.
Right. Yes, yes.
Exactly, exactly.
The live example is Lord Krishna himself, always positive.
Yes, for every situation.
Right.
Right.
Every situation.
Fine, fine, very fine. So now, Neha ji, it's a time to express our very heartfelt gratitude to all those without whom this journey wouldn't have been possible. So let us begin with Sri Vasantbhai Patel, sir. Establishment of HSRC is a really great task for the entire world. And on Guru Purnima, Bhaveshi explained that one day this holistic science research center will work as Nalanda. So we had blessings. So thanks a lot of our heartfelt gratitude to Sri Vasantbhai Patel sir, and he's still passionate about the working of Holistic Science Research Center, all these seminar, webinars, early morning. We are very thankful to you, Dada. In your 90s also, you really need to take care of us and of this the task, the goal, the work assigned to you by the enlightened one, Dada Bhagwan. So first of all, very grateful to you. We all, on behalf of HSRC and on behalf of all the associates and trust member also. Thank you very much. Secondly, our gratitude is due to Honorable Sri Lalabhai Patel sir. Being our guru, if I say personally in my life, I was when astray, I was unable to understand. Even after my reading and study, many concepts were out of my reach. Lala sir explained so easily with wonderful examples that the picture, which was very obscure previously, became very clear. So we are very grateful to him for the entire year's class, all associates, faculty training workshop, in which there were so many topics, and it was holistic class. And then we were to some extent able to talk about all these things. So I touch it of Lala Patel sir. Thank you very much. Your blessings will always be with us, we know. And even right now, if there is any issue, any question, any explanation is required, Lala sir is always ready to give. So it is really very, I should say, shocking that a man who worked on a very high post in State Bank displays so great qualities of Maharshi, always ready to make things, concepts clear. Thank you very much.
Yes,
Heartfelt
if
gratitude to
one
Lala
wants
sir.
to understand,
Yeah, please,
if
please.
one, if anybody want to understand what guru is, or what the leadership quality is, or what kind of guidance to be given, must meet Lala sir once.
Yeah, with simplicity. And our associates, they also contributed a lot. They learned from Lala sir and they were able to reflect the same light. So Mr. Chris Mueller is from Germany. He had taken the holistic food science. We know Ms.Shaila Mulji, she has joined. We are very thankful to Shaila ma'am, and I am very thankful to science actually, because all these sessions have been recorded and are available on YouTube, on our holistic channel, uh, YouTube channel. Yeah. So Shaila ma'am, you also had direct grace from Jnani Purush, and that was really wonderful part. That is why you can deal with even the complicated terms so nicely. So our heartfelt gratitude to you. Next, Miss Sejal Nathu. Sejal Nathu ji conducted sessions of blissful prayers, and it was really very nice experience to listen to her and to all the associates. So Sejal ji, very grateful we are to you, and thank you very much for being present today. A great teacher is the one who is always ready to learn and guide. Sejal ji has both the qualities. And I think it is a grace of Dada Bhagwan that her grasping power is so nice that I have to learn this from her. Thank you very much, Sejal Nathu ji. Miss Rani Krishnan, equally blessed by Dada Bhagwan, Kanu Dadaji. We express our heartfelt gratitude to you, Rani ji, and your sessions were really very research based. I must confess that I had to watch the same session twice or thrice to understand it properly. Our very, very valuable, great thanks to you. Miss Avani Desai, she also had a few sessions, I think one or two on for family. Then one session was taken by Meera Ramnathan ji this year for the first time. We express our very sincere thanks to them. Dr. Iti Dayal, she is a philosopher from Haridwar. Earlier, she joined as a participant and later she showed her interest to be an associate of HSRC and she took the session of Dhyan. Then Neha Gandhi with us, Miss Neha Gandhi. I think we do not have the Thanksgiving relation, but we are really grateful to you from the core of heart. Whenever there is anything and nobody is there, Neha ma'am says, Neha ma'am says, okay, if nobody is there, give me a call. I am ready, and then the things are really happen in the expected way. So very heartfelt gratitude to you, huh? Neha ji, thanks a lot.
I am blessed. I am blessed that I am with HSRC.
We all are. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
And Haren Kumar ji, I think Haren ji has joined. Yes, Haren Gandhi ji.
Yeah.
He has also taken the session, and he is also direct beneficiary of the enlightened one, Kanu Dada ji. So his sessions were also very interesting and elaborative description with details. And Mr. Rushik Karetiya, a teacher in Swaminarayan School, man of physics, he also had one session. So our heartfelt gratitude to all the associates, and we are very happy that all these sessions are recorded and they are going to guide the coming generation. So it's very nice thing. So that's all for tonight. There is one
Chandrakant ji.
question from Binal Patel ma'am, Jai Sachidanand. Through these
Chandrakant ji.
sessions, yes, sir.
Chandrakant ji, give me 2 minutes.
Please.
So I have to thank all of you for relieving my burden, first of all. Right? Because 5 years before I could see, that I was 65 before 5 years.
It's
So
a blissful burden.
I prayed, I prayed to Dada Bhagwan that please give me at least 5 teachers, okay, whom I can delegate, and all of you have successfully joined and strived hard to learn all these things. I'm very happy seeing your sessions. And Neha Ben, during this talk itself, there was one miracle. I cannot say miracle, there's some science. When you are talking about me, I lost my net. So I not heard what you told. Okay. So how the Mother Nature sent me the message that we should continuously improve and see that it reaches to as many people around the world as possible. And one thing, Chandrakant, that say let us have one more meeting to discuss the future strategy for our next batch. The
Sure.
associates. But you
Yes,
agree,
sure.
Neha Ben? We should plan something for the next batch, right?
Right.
Please.
That's very fine.
And
Yeah,
we will
yeah.
improve.
Definitely. And thank you very much for
This
the
is-
messages. Virendra ji, would you like to share your experience with us
Please.
today?
Yes, Virendra ji.
Virendra Ahluwalia ji.
Yeah.
Virendra ji was with me
हाँ
in
जी
Goa workshop.
Very
I
good.
hope you got some idea about this, okay?
हाँ जी नहीं it was a great session today for me to get the opportunity to attend it, sir. To all the contributors. It was a summary of, I think, what has been covered in detail earlier. So, some things I am aware of, or whatever. Some things are new for me, and I'm very always wanting to learn. and और कुछ चीजें हैं, मतलब सॉरी हिंदी में बोल रहा हूँ.
नहीं, it's okay, it's okay.
अच्छा
हाँ,
ठीक है.
ठीक है.
There are some things I think I need to clarify later on. But whenever something was being discussed, so in my mind, the things of my life and how the things are, and those instances used to come up immediately at that time. So it's a wonderful thing, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Virendra ji. And we have one more person from Air Force. You are from Air Force, no? Mr. Haren
Yes, yes.
Gandhi is also from Air Force.
Acha.
So, yeah. When we meet together in the next session, we will have detailed discussion. So, thank you very much. Let us conclude with that. Let us express gratitude to enlightened one Dada Bhagwan to have in this Kali Yuga the birth to bless all of us and to guide us and to show the way to blissful living, holistic living. So touching the feet of Dada Bhagwan, let us conclude this. Thank you very much, all of you. Very gratitude, very gratitude. Jai
Yes.
Sachidanand. Jai Sachidanand.
Jai
Jai
Sachidanand.
Jai
Sachidanand.
Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
So nice of you.
Jai Sachidanand,
Jai
everybody.
Sachidanand, Shaila ma'am. Jai Sachidanand. So nice of you. So nice of you. Our next
Jai
batch will
Sachidanand.
start from January 2025. Okay?
Please count me in. I want to attend that.
Sure,
Lot
sir.
of
And you please circulate among your friend circle also. And because
Yes.
those in
he'll send you
our
the
HSRC,
link.
people are getting attracted, they are chosen. So I really thank you for that. Huh? Yeah.